A man spent 299 days in a local hospital fighting COVID-19, and late last week, he finally went home.
Yeah, an amazing recovery for him. Fox 12's Sarah Hurwitz has his incredible story tonight and what doctors and nurses say was a critical treatment in saving his life.
Alejandro Castro spent those nearly 300 days here at Providence Portland Medical Center. His doctors and nurses say he was treated with a special technology called ECMO, which saved his life. Wheeling down a hall to leave Portland Providence Medical Center, the cheers and the joy after a fight that nearly cost him everything.
I feel happy. I go see all my family. Yeah, a little scary. But I'm happy to go home.
43-year-old Alejandro Castro spent 299 days in the hospital after contracting COVID-19 in December 2020. He was put on extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, or ECMO.
Which is the device where we essentially take the blood out of the body, and the ECMO machine does all the work for the lungs. It puts the oxygen in and takes the CO2 out, and we bring it back. So essentially a full lung bypass.
Dr. Jason Wells treated Castro. He says Castro was on ECMO for 108 days, the longest that Providence says a patient's ever been on that treatment at Providence Portland Medical Center.
Throughout that, there were lots of ups and lots of significant downs where, you couldn't see a path for him where he'd make it through.
But Castro slowly started to show improvement, and late last week, he went home. Just in time for his 22-year anniversary with his wife, Amanda.
When he was on ECMO, his heart was failing, his kidneys failed, he had to be on dialysis, and his body recovered. We were told that he wouldn't leave the hospital unless he got a lung transplant. And here we are going home without it, because he's fighting it. His body is recovering, he's trying. He may never be 100%, but he will be with us.
Dr. Wells says he's made significant improvements, but there's still a long road ahead. Rehab is in Castro's future, and the doctor says Castro will need to be on oxygen for the rest of his life. One of his nurses touched on the incredible emotion in seeing Castro leave the hospital.
We've seen a lot of death. We've seen a lot of suffering from COVID. And just to know that, all the work that we did, that was worth it. And he gets to go home and be part of, years from now, he's going to look back at this moment and be like, thank God they fought for me and that I fought for myself, I think, because that's what he did.
I don't believe it before the COVID, but now I believe. I tell everybody, be careful, because it's scary. I'm scared, very scared.
Castro's doctor and nurse told me the impact that COVID is going to have on someone is just something you can't predict. And Castro's case is an example of that. And to give you some context on how much this technology is in demand, Providence Portland's 3 ECMO machines have been in constant use throughout the pandemic. Reporting in Northeast Portland, Sarah Hurwitz, Fox 12 Oregon.